The Mathers Museum in Bloomington is hosting a selection of coffins from Ghana that are much different than you're probably used to seeing. They're called fantasy coffins and they're personalized to each person. That means they are complex and colorful, depicting everything from basketballs to tomatoes.
They're made in shapes that maybe represent that person's occupation, so a fish for a fisherman to honor their life's work. It could also be a shape that is relevant to the family, like there's family symbols such as a lion. Once it was required that you bury someone in a cemetery, and once it was required that you use a mortuary, the Ga people wanted to make very public statements about their ancestors. It's sort of an intuitive sense of the size and the shape that these coffins should be in. That's why they train for sometimes 8 to 10 years in order to be able to master coffin maker. They'll frame it and then they'll fill in all the pieces with planks of wood. And then once everything's filled in, they'll put putty on top of the surface of the coffin after it's sort of sanded down. They'll put putty on top, sand down the putty until it becomes a smooth surface that then they can paint on top of. For a while, it was sort of trendy for a rich person to be buried in a Mercedes-Benz shaped coffin. So it would just show off their wealth, and sometimes they'd have their car, next to the car coffin at the funeral. People start to realize that what they're doing here is something that we already do with our deceased people as well. We all want to honor the person that's died in some way, and so this is one of the ways that the Ga people manifest that, is to make these coffins.